Okay, so let's go straight to your video. See the title, the thumbnail. Now let's go straight to your video. Okay, so the first trade I'm taking is ADA. Okay, so these trades are urgent because if you miss this video, it's almost going up, right? Okay, so now let's talk about ADA. Okay, that it gave a confirmation buy. If you seen yesterday's video, you'll know that we are waiting for this confirmation and then it's 100% going to go up, right? So right now there is two supports for this. Okay, so the first support is here that we'll be watching when it bounces this support, but most probably it's going to touch this support. Why? Because this is the highs of this, so more probably it's going to touch the second support. Okay, so the second support, the second support of ADA which we need to buy is on 0.60 cents, and the second support that will be watching is 0.62 cents. Okay, so wait, here's what you need to listen. Okay, so when it comes to the support, we'll be watching the support, we'll not be putting a buy entry here. Okay, so you know this wicks, right? We'll be watching this wicks. Okay, so the wicks comes here, we know that this is 100% is going to bounce on this support, which is this being the high, or more probably it's going to support this because this is the previous high, right? We'll be watching the wicks. Okay, so once we see that the wicks are there, once it comes here, or it will come on this second support, which is around 0.59 cents you can take. So once we see that wick, we know that we are buying on the next candle over here once it goes above this. The same thing for this one. Okay, since you know why I'm telling, right? Because your ADA chart is on a upwards trend. You can see this trend, right? So it's more probably going to go even more up. Okay, so this is an urgent trade. Okay, so now let's talk about your next trade also, which I'm watching, which is Avalanche. Okay, so right now the same thing for Avalanche. We know that your Avalanche has been in the trend and it's not breaking, it's just going up and up. Okay, so now let's see a Avalanche trade, a good entry to be buying. Okay, so if you all know, if yesterday I'll watch yesterday video, you all know that this is the support that we are watching. If it keeps on this support, we are buying it around $34.40. Okay, so now here is your next entry. Okay, so once right now your Avalanche trade is here, it's going to give this wick. Okay, I'll just remove this and show you. Okay, you know this wick, right? The wick that we are talking about, ADA, the same thing is going to come on Avalanche, so we need to be watching this. Okay, so once it gives the wick, when it goes above right here, we'll put a trade on Avalanche because it's more probably going up because of the trend. Okay, so now let's go into the trade. You know it's around 0.37 cents. Once it bounces here, the wick comes, we'll be buying here. Okay, for Avalanche. Okay, so now let's talk about the next trade also, which is there is Joe. Okay, so y'all know that the wick of your, why we are selecting Joe, because it's a DEXs. The money is even going to flow on DEXs, and the DEXs are going to go more higher than the layer one, right, which is Avalanche in this case. Okay, so the DEXs that I'm watching for the Avalanche trade, which will go with the Avalanche coin, is Joe. Though this coin broke the trend, but we know that if your layer one pumps, your DEXs also too will pump. Okay, so right now we are watching for it to bounce this support, which is around 0.56 cents. Okay, so more probably it will bounce this support, or from here only it will go up. But for a confirmation to know that it will surely go up, you know, we are waiting for that wick, right? Once you see that wick, we'll enter here. Okay, so the above candle, once it's the wick, right, we'll not enter on the wick, we'll enter on the above thing. Okay, so that's for your Joe trade. Okay, because it is going with your Avalanche. Okay, so now let's talk about your next DEX, which is with Avalanche only. The second DEX, which is there on Binance. Here is the second DEX. Okay, it's QI. Okay, so now this coin, once it breaks this resistance, make it as a support. Okay, so we'll watching that. Once it makes a support, that's the time we'll be entering. It'll give a wick. The same thing we'll do here. We'll enter it right here on the next trade. Okay, so these are the trades with Avalanche. Okay, so if Avalanche pumps, we know that your Joe and your QI USDT is also going to pump. Okay, so now let's talk about your other layer one also, which is also moving in your trend. Okay, so this one is Algo. Okay, so you can see right, Algo is just moving in the trend. Okay, and it's more probably going up. Okay, so right now the trade was here to catch. Okay, So right now y'all know it's a good confirmation, and we can enter algo. Sorry, this is not Avalanche, algo. Okay, so right now if y'all want a good confirmation, another second confirmation, once it hits here, this wick will be entering right here. Sorry, not on the wick, will be entering above the wick. That's the fully trade. Okay, so right now we'll be entering even algo, but we'll be waiting for a good confirmation. Otherwise it can from here or it can go up, but till now it's confirmed since it's just bouncing support this support and it's on a upwards trend. Okay, so right now if you all are waiting for algo, you can just wait for a good confirmation. Once it goes up, break this support, touches this support at around 0.21 cents, we can attack your algo trade. Okay, so now let's talk about your next coin also, which is on a upward trend, which is dot. Okay, so here's the coin of dot. So for dot also, it's on the upwards trend. Let me show you this upwards trend. Okay, so right now you all seen dot, you'll see dot, right? So right now here the highs of this, which this being the support, we need to wait for that wick, and once we see that wick, the above that candle, next candle will attack. Okay, so that's for your dot chart, which you can say you can put it around $7.28. You can put your buy entry. Okay, once you see the wick, that's the time you'll enter. Okay, which this support is around $7.24. Okay, so remember. Okay, so now let's talk about your next, the last coin. Okay, so last coin, which one you think it is? FTM. Okay, so right now we'll be waiting for FTM. FTM has a long time to be waiting. Okay, because more probably it's going to touch this support. It's going to touch this support, which will be, it will be around here somewhere. Okay, it'll touch around to this highs. Okay, so here it will be, when we see that wick, right, we'll be entering on the next coin. Okay, so that's it for a crypto video. Okay, so if you have seen yesterday's profits, you'll know yesterday's profits was a good one, right? Yesterday's video. That's it for this video. If you like content like this, hit the subscribe button, ping the notification bell on so you don't miss content like this and you're early to watch. Okay, so peace out, crypto fam.